Hey everyone, welcome back to How to Write a Book When You Don't Know to Write a Book. I'm your host, Kamar Cunningham, and today we're going to be talking about a truth that every writer needs to hear, especially if you're just getting started. Your first draft should be trash, like the Gen Z would say. Not kind of bad, not almost decent, I mean bad. The bad where you read it back and wonder if your keyboard betrayed you. Let me tell you a story. When I finally sat down to write my book, I was pumped actually. I had a perfect playlist, the right lighting, snacks on deck. I felt like the next Toni Morrison. Words were flying off my fingers like fire. I thought, yo, this is good, like really good. So I printed off a few chapters and gave it to my mentor. Man's got wisdom, patience, and enough red ink to sink a ship. He read it, called me back a few days after and tell me how awful it was and that I should not do it and whatever. But then he kind of like said, you know what? You can do better. Do you want me to put you back in the closet? That was kind of an inside joke for us, you know what I'm saying? But I was crushed because I felt like I put a lot into it. But then he smiled and he said, good. Now we can build on something. With that, I need you to start over and I want you to invest in the art of writing by reading Dazzling Dialogue and a Nutshell Technique. And that moment stuck with me. Reason being, I realized he wasn't trying to be harsh. It was being real. The first draft wasn't supposed to be good. It just was supposed to exist. That was the win. And that was the point. Here's the thing nobody tells you. Your first draft is not a book. It's raw material. It's the clay before the sculpture, the ingredients before the meal. Nobody judges the cake by the bag of flour. So why are we judging our stories before they even have a chance to rise? When I tried to make it perfect from the start, I froze. I doubted myself. I edited every single line before I finished the page. But once I accepted that first draft is supposed to be messy, like a spilled cup of coffee on a paper, that's when I got free. That's when I found my flow. So if you're listening to me right now and still thinking, I don't know how to start, or I'm embarrassed by what I've written, you're not the only one. We've all started there. What matters is that you start. Let it be ugly. Let it be confusing. Let it ramble and repeat itself and make zero sense. That mess is your gold mine because later you're going to start digging into it. But first, you have to write it. Next week, I'm diving into what happened after that first draft, that awful first draft, because rewriting nearly broke me twice, but it made me better. If you've got a story in your head or a flicker of one, just write it. It's going to be bad, and come back next week so we can clean it up together. And hey, if you are curious about that terrible draft that turned into something worth reading, check the book in my description below. There's going to be a link. Until next time, keep writing, even if it's terrible. That's how every great book begins. My name is Kamar Cunningham. It was nice chatting with you. See you next week.